Hi, I'm Syncweaver. As of right now, I am, well, doing my thing and streaming at the same time while I'm recording this, but I have a pure reaction to something that went on in 5.3. Now, I could go over everything 5.3 has to offer. I did take a whole bunch of snippets here and there. So let me switch over. Yep, as you can see, I took a whole bunch of snippets here and there. To be honest, I'm not going to be talking about the whole entire thing. Maybe a few of this. This is what I'm going to be looking at the most, which is the Resistance Weapons update. I do not qualify to talk about anything that involves Discipline of the Hand or Discipline of the Land. But what's pretty cool about 5.3 is that a lot of story progression is going to happen. I can give my take on that, but I want to try to keep it simple in this video. So good, keeps me awake. Mango peach smoothie. Oh my god, I need another slip. Okay, so this is what I mainly want to talk about, the Resistance Weapon update. So a lot of people are probably happy to see that now we get to have our Relic weapons advance and upgrade. The thing about that is the process, which you'll be in and out of this place called the Bozjan Southern Front. Excuse me. This is the place that we're going to get our materials to upgrade, and it's also going to be the place where you're going to be leveling anything that's level 71 to level 80 if you've given even the time of day to do that. As of right now, I am, trying to level in my Bard, and that's what I'm doing. I'm leveling my Bard. But anything from level 71 to level 80, you want to go to the Bozjan Southern Front to level them up. It's also the place where a lot of familiar things is basically going to happen. But just a quick rundown on 5.3. The free trial expansion is going to increase from 35 to 60, where you're going to actually be able to play all of Heavensward to patch 3.5, which is awesome. Anybody who was ever on the fence of this can finally just play it. You also get to play the jobs Dark Knight, Astrologian, and Machinist. You can also now be the Abba race. That's awesome. I don't know where all this starts, because it's all mixed up for whatever reason. But I think this is the main one right here. So you go into the Bozjan Southern Front. You have these abilities, like these lost actions that you get to use, but you have a weight to them, right? But, here, let me try and get the actual things here. I want to get the actual photos. Shouldn't have taken that drink, man, but it was so good. It was mango with peach. Mango peach. It was so good. So you get a new large-scale encounter called the Bozjan Southern Front. It's an instance where basically you're in a giant field with 71 other people, and you can form parties and go out and adventuring. And you can focus on the story, you can focus on the extra challenges, is up to you, says it right here. But basically your entire mission is to make it to the end, is what you want to do. That's the Ishgardian stuff, restoration stuff. Here are the rules. You have to be level 71, of course. Players gain experience using jobs that are below level 80. So anything, like I said before, if you're level 71, you can come here and start gaining probably, I don't know how much experience you get, but we'll see. But it's supposed to help you get to level 80. So this is supposed to, replace the trust system in a way, I guess. Upon entering all players, you'll be level synced to 430. So no matter where you are above 430, I'm at 487 myself. Yeah, you're gonna be synced down, so be careful. And mounts can be used, but they won't be able to fly in this area. Now, you guys are probably getting hints on what this might actually be, and well, we're gonna move on. You do battle with the Legion. It's called the 4th Imperial Legion, and you're supposed to accrue something called metal, which raises your resistance rank. So you get a resistance rank. And the resistance rank, I guess, is supposed to be your primary level. It's supposed to be your primary level. within the resistance, I guess. I guess on the field, that's your secondary level. But your resistance ranks will help you get more rewards. So what you're trying to do is storm Castrum Lucas Latura, which I tried to get footage for. Everything got corrupted. Of course it did. So, players can increase their metal by joining special encounters in the southern front. So you can join skirmishes, which are like fates, and you can join critical engagements, which are basically giant raids or boss battles. These grant you more rewards. These grant you rewards in general, but you want to get metal, and the only way you get metal is from these two things. So you want to constantly find these fate-like skirmishes and these giant raid-like boss encounters called critical engagements. Now, skirmishes, like I said, they're like fates. There's no limit to how many people can actually participate, and you get metal depending on your contribution. And players will also receive lockboxes. Again, you might already know what this is starting to look out into. Like, it's starting to look like something, right? Something that I've loathed ever since I tried it. This is just a little screenshot that I got from the live letter. And critical engagements are basically it's limited. You can only have 24 to 48 people in it, depending on what the critical engagement is. And it's designed to be very intense, like a raid boss or something in a dungeon. So it's gonna give you a little bit more of a challenge. But the reward is supposed to be incredibly high. Now, in case you're not able to get into the critical engagement, you're going to have to wait. But starting a critical engagement, you have to trigger it. Starting to feel kind of familiar, right? You have to trigger it in certain ways, whether it's fates that you have to do or certain things. Once triggered, players will be limited time to request a deployment. So you have to basically get access to the deployment, and it'll show you how many people can join in the amount of time. It's kind of like joining a dungeon. In the period requested deployment ends, players will be given an option to be transported to the battlefield, and they will get a brief preparation for it, which is awesome, because maybe I want to be a different kind of job before anything happened, or get food or something like that. And you're supposed to discuss strategy, but you don't know what you're about to get into in the first place. But afterwards, when people know the fights, of course, discussions can happen. Don't know if they will. And then you enter the battle. But again, it's a limited number of people. 48 is what it seems like to be the max. So even if there are 72 people out in the field, perhaps only 24 or 48 people are only allowed to be in that instance. So the selection depends on how much you've done to trigger the critical engagement, and the only way you can gain that priority is your contribution and or an item that you obtain from the Bozjan Southern Front. Don't know what the item is, but that helps getting you participation. Now, again, this is starting to look like something that I loathe. We already talked about the lost action, basically items that give you weight, but they do certain things. They have beneficial effects and stuff like that. I'm not really too sure how that's going to work out, these lost actions, but hopefully they're a little bit more than just, oh, I get a shield, oh, I get to heal, oh, I get to revive somebody. And then everything that you collect within the front, you bring it, and in and out of the front, you need ingredients outside the front as well. So they took it from here. You just need to spend 1,000 poetics to get the ingredients to get your relic weapon. To you're gonna have to get a whole bunch of ingredients from 2 different places, one an instance and the other possibly outside the instance. That's probably gonna take a while for you to get. No matter how you look at it, it's a grind. But now people being so upset that getting the relics was so easy, here you go. It's gonna be extra hard. There you go. I'm glad you guys got what you wished for. Here it is. It's now extra hard. They went from, having it being just slightly, maybe 10% in the difficulty to 120. Thank you. I don't really know if it's going to be that hard, depending on what you have to do outside of the of the front, but within it, I know it's going to be a grind. You know why I think that? Because, and hear me out when I say this. This sounds exactly like Eureka. This sounds like Eureka. Schmelden, congratulations, you're gonna be in the video. This sounds like Eureka. This is exactly like how I would see Eureka 2.0. This is basically Eureka 2.0. And to those of you who know me, I don't like Eureka. No matter how many times people be like, oh, you just need to do this, so you want to just throw on some music or a podcast, or once you get past this certain point here. No. I did not like Eureka. It did not work for me. I'm sorry. And now they're coming in with Eureka 2.0. No, you probably don't know what Eureka is. So let me explain what Eureka is. Eureka, they took the ideas from another MMO, their older MMO, Final Fantasy XI, it implemented some of the mechanics into Final Fantasy XIV, creating a giant instance where 72 people can go in and, grind it out to basically do the same thing what we're doing here, I guess. I think it was to upgrade your weapon or get certain rewards, but I never finished Eureka because I just couldn't stand it. And it also the way I know that this was Final Fantasy XI once again, because Eureka is supposed to be a premise of Final Fantasy XI, insert into Final Fantasy XIV to give it some commemoration or some representation. They had absolute virtue in Eureka, and no matter how easy he is, he still gives me PTSD. Absolute virtue, no matter how easy he may be now, still gives me PTSD. And I think I have a video on Absolute Virtue, so if you want to know why I hate Absolute Virtue, go find that video. But basically, Final Fantasy XI does not work within the modern times and how the mechanics works in and I think we're using the Luminous engine for 14. It just doesn't feel exciting or right in 14, which made it very boring for me, very grindy. It was like emphasizing on, you need to have a party member, you need to have party members, or else it just won't work, or it's gonna be a slow grind. After like maybe a patch or two, they implemented a way for you to go through Eureka by yourself, but God, it just did not work for me. I think I got up to the second area. I know that's pathetic, but I just couldn't get with it. Like, if you had friends help you out to get through Eureka, that's great. I had friends that offered to help me get through Eureka, but it was already too late. I was already disillusioned from it. I did not like it. I did not like the grind. And I heard there was also light grinding. And if you know 14, if you've been in the 14 sphere, light grinding was hell. And people complained about it. And they have it in here. It was like not a lot of people wanted to go through that nightmare. Everybody needed in the middle of the COVID, ironically. You think more Eureka was what we needed, Leggin? I don't know, man. Should probably hanging in Twitch. YouTube's actual mod. Second one was the worst. It became easy after that. Yeah, see, the second one blocked me and I couldn't do it. Normal reaction to Absolute Virtue. Thanks, I hate it. Bless 11 players who defeated the insane boss before his nerf. Well, thank you. Thank you. I spent 16 hours on that devil. like literal 16 hours was spent trying to fight absolute virtue in my case, and I was a child. And it was not fun because we had to do like round the clock, quite literal changing shifts. People had to keep up their resources. It was nuts, dude. Still haven't finished the first weapon step in a Eureka. You know, I'm still like trying to figure out if Eureka is still worth going back to. Some people said yeah, because the weapon is pretty cool if you get it. It's a good place. It's a good weapon to put on your mantle, or put it forever, keep it in your glamour dresser or something like that. But for anybody who looked at this and, you know, looked at the 5.3 live letter, this is what it looks like. It looks like Eureka. That's what it looks like to me. This is what it looks like to me. This looks like Eureka 2.0. And the one thing that really doesn't make me feel like, oh, like full 100% dread is the fact that they said this all the way back here in this slide. I'm gonna go past that. Focus only on story quests or take on extra challenges. So something tells me they're going to be a lot more lenient, and it's not going to be too much of a grind, hopefully. This looks like ladder Eureka where it wasn't bad. We'll see. We'll honestly see. I'm going to do it nonetheless because I want my Dark Knight weapon. If there's a relic weapon that is definitely going to be 100% complete, it's going to be this one. Usually I get bored when it comes to grindy crap, but and trust me, Eureka was 100% grindy crap, but this looks like it might be a bit better. Also, do items and diadem for you gatherers out there. But it's also encouraged people to come here to level from 71 to 80. So nonetheless, you're going to come here. You're going to come to the front to level any jobs that you have from 71 to 80, which is probably good encouragement. However, if it ends up like Eureka again, I'm going to go insane. I'm going to go absolutely ballistic. So that's it. Those are my thoughts. Of course, I got you guys sitting on stream, not knowing that I was recording the entire time, and I'm going to post this as a video later on what I think about all this. But yeah, this is what I think. I think this is Eureka 2.0, and I'm both scared to pop into this, and yet I'm interested because it seems like there are changes for the better. What do you guys think out there? Let me know. And for you people on YouTube that is going to be looking at this video afterwards, let me know in the descriptions down below. Thank you very much, and you guys have a good day. So say goodbye, chat. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to the YouTube people who are going to watch this video after I'm done recording it. Say goodbye. Wave hands or say bye in chat. I don't know. What if they give the final boss benediction? Because that's always a good idea. I would hate myself. It's likely Eureka 2.0. It's better. It better be handled than it's better handled than actual Eureka. I hope it's better. Fuck, man. I can't do another Eureka over again.